Hey guys, happy Friday. Happy May. Can you believe it's May 1st? Wow. So, pretty awesome. Moving right along. I hope you're all doing well. So, as I mentioned yesterday, today I'm going to introduce another activity that goes a little bit further in depth with these critical theories and using them to analyze literature, specifically poetry, once again. And also, as I mentioned, on Monday, I'm going to be going over the Sylvia Plath poem from yesterday, an activity from yesterday, and also this activity, even though this activity isn't due until the end of the day on Monday. So you have plenty of time to work on this and figure things out. So today, you're going to be looking at a poem called On the Subway. And this poem is by Sharon Olds. Once again, I want you to first read through it, paraphrase it, annotate it, answer the questions. What is this poem about? What's the significance or meaning in what you're reading? So what and so what are two essential questions you should always be asking yourself. And that points to that reader response reading that we've talked about before. So first thing, read the poem through, get a feel for what you believe this poem is about, answer those two essential questions. Okay? Once you do that, there's a series of activities. So once again, you're going to be reading the poem through different lenses. So we start off with the gender lens, and what you do here is it walks you through several different things you're going to be doing with the poem. So you're going to read the poem. Um, then it asks you to summarize what you think it means to apply a gender lens to a text. This has nothing to do specifically with the poem. This number two question on all of these is always going to be about the theory or the lens. So summarizing what it means to apply that particular lens, okay? Then it's asking you to go back to the poem. If you're able to manipulate this document, choose a color and underline or highlight lines from the poem that are relevant to a gendered reading. If you are not able to do that, create a doc and just quote some lines here, okay, that are relevant. Again, those ones that seem to pop out or become important because you're reading it through that gendered specific filter. Complete the sentence using the gender lens. I think the poem means what because of what. Now, gender is that umbrella lens. Should you choose to focus on feminism, think of it that way. If you want to focus on queer theory, that's fine too. If you want to just think about gender minorities and stereotypes and things of that nature in general, you could do that. So make sure that you figure out what gender means to you as you're reading this, okay? Gender lens, I should say. What larger questions about society does this reading raise for you? And then again, do you believe in this reading or interpretation, okay? And basically, those questions remain the same through all of the different readings. This one is one you haven't seen yet, at least with working with an actual poem. This is that formalist or new critical lens. This is the one that forces you to not think about anything else, not your views, not the views of the author, not the history, nothing like that. Focus on the words on the page, okay? So again, what does this theory mean? And then, or how do you apply it? That sort of question. The poetic devices that Olds seems to use to convey her meaning. So you're looking for things like alliteration or rhyme scheme or word choice, all of these things that are relevant to a formalist reading. What do you think the poem means because of that reading? And then the same questions from there on. Okay. After that, there's the social or Marxist lens. And again, another one we haven't used yet in regards to an actual piece of literature, the psychoanalytic lens. Now, again, remember, big lens, right? Lots of Freudian theories. So should you choose to hone in on a couple things, that's fine. If you just want to think about everything because we're just kind of getting a feel for this, that's fine too. Okay. So in fact, number three kind of gets to that. Are there specific theories that could play a role here? Ego, superego, repression, dream analysis, all these different things that are important when thinking about a psychoanalytic lens, highlighting those lines, filling out the sentence, and then whether or not you believe in this interpretation, okay? So just like yesterday, Every time you switch your lens or put on another pair of glasses, you're going to want to go back to the poem and reread it with that lens in mind, because there are going to be certain words, phrases, images, questions, ideas, interpretations, themes, etc., that pop out because you're reading it through a different filter. Okay, so take your time with this. You have time today. You essentially have the weekend as well, should you choose to work on this, but you have until the end of the day, Monday, to work on this. On Monday, I'm going to review the Sylvia Plath poem, and I'm going to talk about this poem a little bit. Um, Again, just to make sure that you're on the right track with it, not to skew your perceptions of anything, but this just to point out some things about the poem and the different readings. And then you have until the end of the day to complete this activity. All right. Um, just one more time to mention, if you're able to manipulate this document, please do. And if that's easier for you, if it's easier for you to create a new document, that is fine as well. So whatever works. All right. Have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy ushering in a brand new month. You know, we have all kinds of good things to look forward to. And it's a fresh start. All right. So start off strong. Email me if you have any questions. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.